Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. This show has started. It is 11:11 p.m. I want you all to go ahead and take a look at the description, and we will be right back. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725 888 1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives first. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I want to say thank you so much for coming out to the Goddess Queen Tulsa show. If you are a new subscriber, I definitely want to thank you for that. If you are a returning subscriber, definitely thank you for coming back and thank you for your loyalty. Tonight, we will be discussing a few people on our docket here, and this is all surrounding Takeoff's death, you know. And rest in peace to the King Takeoff and all that he has done for the hip hop community. Now, I know a lot of people have been really in their emotions. Everyone has been going online, making videos of the madness of it all. But what I realized was Alicia Keys. At first I thought that Alicia Keys was going to be singing at the funeral because, that's what Word on the Curb was. And oh, thank God. Thank God, because I don't think that I could have sat through a Alicia Keys moment at a funeral. I mean, we all know what she did back in the day, what about a decade ago? And love, if the vocals wasn't vocaling back then I'm sure they are not vocaling now. And if you guys don't believe me, this is what I'm talking about. Sometimes I feel. See, I wasn't feeling all that. I wasn't feeling it. She likes to do these runs. I think that she needs to leave the runs to Kiki Wyatt. I think Kiki Wyatt is the only one that I would listen to like nonstop if it was a run, because Kiki's sound is on point. Kiki is not over the piano. And that's what Alicia Keys likes to do. She likes to come out with her elementary piano skills and really ruin a party. Like I said, she did it for Whitney's funeral, and that just did it for me. So Alicia Keys is very annoying. I mean, every time she opens up her mouth, she's screaming. And, it's so sad. It's really sad. We have some housekeeping. Hello, Sonia. How are you? Thank you for coming by. We are just tearing off into Alicia Keys because they said that Alicia Keys was going to be singing at the funeral, but unfortunately, for her, they said no, no, no. We have heard what the people are saying in the streets, and Alicia Keys, you're just not fit for the situation. Because I mean, no matter what you guys say, and I've said this before, no matter what you guys say about Kim Burrell might be controversial, but Kim Burrell has vocals. Kim Burrell has vocals. There is a difference, you know? So I guess so. I mean, even though Alicia Keys stole that man, or however it went, however she landed in his lap, or however they got together, he couldn't help you with your sound. Like, you stole him, and he couldn't even help you with your sound, because you guys know that she's with that producer. Isn't he a producer or some big name in rap, or in the industry, right? It's like, let me just let you guys hear it again, because when I'm giving this commentary, I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, Queen is sitting over here picking at Alicia Keys. I'm going to let you guys hear for yourself. One more again. Alicia, run that back.
Sometimes I feel.
Yeah, we're not feeling it. So moving right along. Okay, so to Takeoff's funeral, could you just be honest? Do you think the family would have been okay with Alicia Keys singing in that tune? You know, it's like she starts off slow and then she starts screaming. You have the family over here mourning, and then you have her screaming, and it's like, we don't want to hurt the family. They're over here mourning and being screamed and yelled at by Alicia Keys. You know what I'm saying? And so I felt like we needed somebody more in depth, like Kim Burrell. Like I said, Kim Burrell has that powerful, she has that soulful, she has that tasteful, she has that sound that makes you just break down and just let it all out. I mean, this woman makes me feel it. I don't know. Like, another example is, don't you know how, okay, look at the current times of going to church. Now you see how praise and worship is. Now go back in time, growing up, and your mom, hauling you off to church, and that praise and worship. It's two different praise and worships. Nowadays it's more of I don't know, it's just not it. It doesn't work for me. Sonia says she can sing. She can sing. Listen here, Kim Burrell has vocals that are unmatched. We don't need an amateur night at the Takeoff's funeral. I'm just saying. Those were my opinions. And when people told me that Alicia was coming, I really got upset. I really got in my feelings. And I got in my feelings to the point where guys, do not get upset with me. Do not get upset with me. But if you want to know what I did, stay with us through this commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, we've come to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time. So go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. Yes, all donations are appreciated. So listen, guys, as I said before, I had a bone with Alicia Keys. Okay, so guess what? Hold on. So I actually tweeted and I said, Alicia Keys, Justin Bieber, please hold on singing I'm Trying to Cry for Takeoff. And I felt like I was doing my due diligence, right? Because I don't want to hear somebody screaming in a mic. I mean, like she's getting attacked. I mean, it seems like she's always in panic mode when it's time to sing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how that, when you were younger and it was time to, get spanked, and you would find every excuse, you would do everything you could do to get out of that situation. And I feel like that's what Alicia Keys does. I did too. What do you did too, Lance? What do you mean? Elaborate on that. Um, you said just what? Girl, that's the same thing I wanted to know. My thing is, why was Justin on the itinerary to sing, to dance, to perform? Like, I wasn't here for it. I really wasn't here for it. I really was not here for it. You know what? I heard the same thing, Sonya. I heard the same thing. And that's probably why her voice has left her. You know? I think, with her, she allegedly, that's how she got her man. you know, that's how she got her man. That's what, the people are talking. And see, she was supposed to sing. But like I said, she got the backlash. And I'm assuming that she got the tweet, because like I really meant that. I really meant that, because this is what I'm saying. Whenever you go to a funeral, you're supposed to go in there, you're supposed to cry it out, you're supposed to let it go. You're not supposed to hold anything back. And I think that people would have gotten stiff if Alicia Keys had went in there and started screaming in the mic. Listen, y'all, I'm not over exaggerating. Is she screaming or is she not? Let me know. Is she screaming or is she not? And then like she gets like the moaning and stuff. Like, what is wrong with her? Like, Alicia, you're at a singing gig. She's like, mm, mm. Listen, I listen. Am I tripping? Y'all, please hit the like button as you come in. Please, please, please hit the like button. We are begging for likes. Come on, Alicia, give it to us one more time. Let the people hear you.
Sometimes I feel like I don't belong anywhere, and it's gonna take so long.
Oh, they're going to yelling. They're going to screaming. See, I can't. See, she be doing good. If she would just keep it at a low level, it's the screaming for me. Alicia, y'all, please do not. Maybe I shouldn't say that, but y'all, please don't book this woman. I don't want to hear her screaming anymore. I think we've had enough of that, right? I've had enough. Sonya said, I would rather Patty sung. You know what? That's what I was saying. I felt like we needed some soul, but actually, Yolanda Adams delivered. Actually, Yolanda Adams actually delivered. And you know what? I can roll with Yolanda because Yolanda isn't screaming through the mic. She can hold her tone. She knows how far to take it. She's not on a power run. Because sometimes they'll get on like these power runs and want to run every word instead of singing the song, you know? And so let's go ahead and bring up Lil Baby. So Lil Baby was at the funeral, and I wonder if he and Offset and Quavo has squashed their differences, because you all know that they're all on the same record label. However, they don't get along. They don't get along. And it's sad to say that, you have these young black brothers in these industries, and it's always a beef. And so I just really hope that they can make amends, and stop all this rivalry. I mean, I think we have a lot of that going on, and it's just not it. Lance Reed says, the voice rising. What's the problem? I was moaning. It was the moaning for me. See, listen, did you hear her? I'm glad you caught that because she, like I said, I don't know if she got a pair of those panties from Candy's line and her husband was in the audience buzzing her off as she's trying to sing at this funeral. Yes, you know what? You can always depend on Pastor Shirley Caesar. Listen here, she's going to come in, crank it up, and fill it with the Holy Ghost. But you know what? It was some people that was leaving the funeral that were looking like, acting like zombies. They were acting like zombies as they were leaving out, as though a cat, like somebody had put a spell on them. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I heard that it was a devilish, cloudy spirit up in there. It was very dark up in there. And when I say dark, they had it so dim that it was nothing going on. It was nothing getting past them. It was nothing going down in the DM. Okay. Listen here. And Kimberell has a few words for the audience. Okay.
To choose up.
Let's let her
Find you
speak.
some value. You know, sometimes before we get friends, we have to do an interview. How long have you been broke? How many times have you changed your name on your light bill? How many of your bills in your little cousin's name? Do you live in a trailer home or a house? You know, you understand. And it's not about status or material things. It's just
Listen here. Kimberell might be shady, but Kimberell is going to give you the 100% pipe and hot tea that you're looking for. She's not going to bull jive you. She's going to be real. And you know what? What I've learned about Kimberell is she and Whitney Houston had a great relationship. And when you think about Whitney Houston, you think about her being very vocal. I think about the Wendy Williams and Whitney Houston's interview. You know, Nippy was definitely a tough cookie, to say the least. And so Nippy is Whitney Houston. And so I kind of feel like Whitney be coming through Kimberell sometimes. And maybe that's me giving her an excuse or her a pass. But I love Kim, but I really wish that she would tighten it up with her antics.
it's about choices. You know, life is different now. And, you know, we are at church. Thank God we're here. Those of us who walk in by faith without a mask and no vaccine. And so we honor the Lord. God is good. I respect all of the men of God here and respect you. Can y'all clap so I don't feel strange right about?
Can y'all clap in the audience? Can y'all please hit that like button, please? We are at 6 likes. We have 9 people in. Let's go on a quick commercial break and we will be right back, y'all. 30 seconds. Okay. Hit the like, show some support. If you can hit the cash app, hit the cash app. It is definitely appreciated. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. All right, we've come to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So, however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time. So, go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. All right, guys. So we are back. Thank you all for hanging with us through that commercial break as we do have to pay the bills. All right. So moving right along to our next piece of content, we have the obituary here. But I do want to let you guys know. So if you were planning to go to Takeoff's funeral, guess what? You were going to be paying $40 to park. Okay, credit, debit card only. And that's just what this thing was giving, honey. Everybody had to make money, you know, everybody had to make money. And when I say that they were making money, like they were $40 to park. So just imagine 40 times 20,000 cars. Okay, you do the math. And where did the money go? I guess it really doesn't matter, right? Okay, so listen here. We're going to start from right here. So this is the front of Takeoff's obituary. He looks so good on here, don't he? I mean, he just looks so good on there. I like when he smiles. Yeah, he's a handsome guy. Yes. $40. Listen here, $40 to park. 40. 40 bucks. You know, it's a money grab. Exactly. That's the same thing I said. I said, this is a money grab. When I heard them say it was $40 to park, I'm like, look at this. I mean, they are going to get it by any means necessary. And that's one thing about that game is, it's dirty. I mean, they will sit up there and take all your stuff. And okay, so here we go right here. A lot of people only had a front and back of a obituary. This is actually the full obituary from front to back. So right here is pretty much given Takeoff's life history, his pretty much biography, what how he started and how he grew up, when they give you the intermission so you can read over the obituary. So that's what that is pretty much. So great, great, great photo of him. Very relaxed. Okay, so this is on the inside. You got him right there. You got him right here. Got him right here. Right there. Uh-huh. So this is the inside. A lot of people only have a front and back obituary. I'm actually taking you guys through the obituary. Yes, it looks like a magazine, but what they were handing out at the funeral was pretty much a front and a back. They were only giving them like a front and the back. They didn't get a pamphlet. They didn't get a magazine book. So pretty much, all his family. And like I said, some people at the funeral, well, the people that weren't, top-notch guests, they got, the front and back. They got a front and back obituary, but the people, the big names, they got the full obituary. All right, and here's the back of it. Or no, this isn't the back. So Friday, November 11th, Atlanta, Georgia, order of service, musical prelude, musical welcome, processional, scripture reading, prayer, music selection, poem, the legacy of Takeoff, video montage, personal reflections, musical selection, personal reflection, musical selection, words of comfort, musical interlude, musical selection, acknowledgement, musical selection, benediction, recessional. So they kept it really, to the point. They had a strict schedule. They didn't want to put out anybody's names, but yeah. And there's his chain. Look at all that ice. Look at all that ice, guys. Yeah, so that's the full obituary. And like I said, don't forget, they had to pay $40 to park. So it wasn't just a mingle here, a mingle there. It was definitely, girl, you're coming in, you're paying the 40 bucks. They weren't going to hassle you for the 40 bucks. Either you were going to pay it or you were going to turn back around. Okay, now let me get up out of here and scroll on over. And now, Drake was at the funeral and, very emotional. Very emotional. Take a look at him. He had his hair braided, microphone very much close to his mouth. I mean, he wanted us to hear what he had to say. I don't know how to take Drake because, when you're singing and you have a song with mob ties, and all of this, what's that song? Fake love. I kind of feel like it was fake love. And the reason why I say that is because, Drake wrote a poem. I don't know if you guys know that, but Drake wrote a poem and started crying, you know? And from the insider, they say that he really took it hard. They said Drake really took it hard. He wrote a poem for Takeoff and he actually started crying. I said, really? Insider? They said, yeah, he broke down. I said, well, it's kind of hard for me to, well, I said, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't give my opinion right now. I should just, I should just hold off on my opinion, right? But the way that I wanted to say was, first of all, that man he's got a song called Mob Ties. And he's up here on stage in the back of this man's casket, looking over his shoulder as he is laying in that casket. In a diamond casket, y'all. This wasn't no $5 casket. This wasn't no renter cent casket. This was a casket that cost money. Let's talk about it. And it's sad that these young brothers have to go out like this. Boy, is sad. So then you have the mayor of Atlanta, Georgia, because y'all know they got Keisha Bottoms. See, I'm gonna be nice. They got Keisha Bottoms out of office, and they got Mr. Andre. So Dre for the A. The Atlanta mayor awarded Takeoff the highest award in the city at the funeral. And if you guys don't know what that award is, it's the Phoenix Award. Okay. And T.I. wasn't even. T.I. claims that he's a king of the South and he's a king in Atlanta, and he doesn't even have that award. He doesn't have it. He wasn't worth it. He wasn't worthy. This young man got taken away from us way too soon. But everybody was in black. Everybody's got these gloves on. What's with these gloves? What's with the gloves? Oh no, that's making me feel away. Just seeing him with them gloves on, it gave me like a flashback of the whole situation. Oh, so I did want to also mention to you guys that when they arrived at the funeral, they were given these yonders. And if you guys don't know what yonders are pretty much, it's a pouch where you put your phone in and pretty much it locks up. And you're not able to get it out unless you put it up against something. So this is what I want to show you guys. This is what they had at the funeral. Okay, so before we do that, let's go on another quick commercial break. Let's hit the like button and let's get those likes up. We have 19 people in here. Please, let's get the likes up, guys. We'll be right back. All right, we've come to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time. So go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. All right, guys, y'all know how I feel about my likes. It's 16 people in here. We only have 8 likes. I've got to run it again. We got to get our likes up, guys. I am working very hard on this Friday night. One again, hit us with the 1 minute, DJ. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725 888 1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives first. Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming back and vibing with us. We're very excited to have you in our company. So, without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play this audio of the gadgets that they had given everybody to secure their phones in to where nobody inside could take pictures or video. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to play it.
Prevents you from using your mobile phone during concerts. More and more performers are using a technology known as Yonder in order to prevent the use of phones at concert venues. Attendees at performance events would be handed Yonder cases, which would lock once a phone is placed inside. The attendees would be in possession of the cases at all times, but cannot open them inside the concert venue. To access their phones, they must step outside the concert venue and unlock the Yonder cases at an unlocked station. The New York Times reports that comedian Dave Chappelle.
All right, guys. So there you see it. They passed those out to all the guests at the venue. So when you had come in, okay, you have your phone. Okay, well, we need you to put it in here. And they weren't able to get those phones until they were out. I don't care if you were trying to pinch it, pull it, you could not do it. That is a safe and secure way for them not to get their content out. And as he said before, Dave Chappelle uses it at his shows, to where people can't record it. And pretty much it was, you know what, that's what I was thinking as well. I mean, they went to those type of measures. I want to know if they signed a NDA. Exactly. No, I don't think they did. But like I said, the few people that had started coming out the funeral, they were acting a little weird, like they had been under a spell or something. They were like moving in slow motion and, seemingly like they are out of touch. Does that make sense? Like they're out of touch or something. Yeah, I mean, I've never heard anything about that, but now that you say something about it, yeah, it does make a lot of sense. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense. Okay. Are you guys able to hear me better? Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Well, here, I'm going to play Alicia Keys and see if you can hear her.
Sometimes I feel like I don't belong anywhere, and it's gonna take so long for.
See, it's they're yelling for me. I think that she does. Thank you, Sonia. I think that did they have to prick their finger too? You know what? It was a lot going on. It was a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, and it was very different. Like, why would you want to wear all black? And then look at this. I believe it was a ritual. It rained on that day. And girl, it rained. It did the most. It did the most today. It did the most today. But one thing I can say is I'm glad that he is in the ground now. And I really just hope that you already know what's up. I'm trying to hop in the box. Okay. Here, let me go ahead and drop the link. Let me go ahead and drop the link for Merck. Okay, I just dropped the link. And let me go ahead and pin it. So the only thing you know, you just have to click the link and just come right on up. Oh, and did I mention to tell you guys that the Mob Ties was in the building? Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Mob Ties was in the building. All right, Merk. Okay, you good? You ready? Let's go. Oh,
What's
oh.
happening? What's happening, people? What's happening?
Hello, how are you?
What's happening?
I am well.
Listen, first let's get the record straight. First of all, and the reason why it was black, because black is his favorite color. That's for one. So his mama wanted that. You feel me? Ain't no fucking ritual, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no fucking rain, ain't no Illuminati, ain't none of that fuck shit.
Well, that's what I think it is.
It's not. I'm telling you, baby, it's not. You feel me? Like, it's not. It's his favorite color, black. And you know why his favorite color is black?
Well, why
Because
is that?
he told me a long time ago, he said, man, listen, if you build and see something, everything black. If you spill something from your shirt and you got a little color, whatever, it's black. It's not really gonna show. It's black. You know, black is the darkness. Black is black. Y'all tripping. Ain't no fucking ritual. I mean, that it was my nigga. Like I knew this man. Ain't no fucking ritual. They, they, they not even on that type of level. They don't even think shit like that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So for something that the public don't know about Takeoff, could you fill us in with that? And I guess when did your we'll scratch that. How did you meet him and how did you guys establish a relationship?
Um, his auntie. Well, I ain't gonna say his auntie, but you know how people when you been knowing somebody so long and you know raised them and they don't raise you and you know their mama, their whole family. You know, your
So
family.
y'all were like childhood friends?
Yeah, child's first. His auntie used to babysit me. You know what I'm saying? She used to babysit me and my brothers, whatever. And his auntie, I can't say her name, but his auntie is real known in Atlanta. You know, it is what it is. Baby shit, you know what I'm saying? They just a really cool, laid back people. You feel me? They're not on that fuck shit, you know. They're not on that none of that. You feel me? It just he not on that, right? You feel me? He laid back, he cool, he like the you he the type of person if he in the crowd chilling, if you don't talk to him, he's not gonna say nothing to you. You feel me? Like he he gotta know you. You feel me? Like he has to know you on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
other than that, he's not really a talker. You feel me? He don't really say much. You feel me? Like my grandma would say, people who silent don't really say much. Those are the ones you need to watch out for real, for real. Other
So,
than that, he wasn't no violent nigga.
so let me ask you this. Do you think he was set up?
Man, what I told you last time, it wasn't because no fucking setup. What I told y'all last time, it's not because no setup. It's not because oh yeah, he sacrificed and all that. First of all, like I said before, listen. That deal was supposed to go down. If they would have signed that deal, they'd been private. But at the same time, if they wouldn't have been there, shit wouldn't happen. I can't tell nobody what would it be a hell fuck. They grown shit.
So I get you feel that way, but I'm saying us as the public, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that thinks this way. I think that he was set up, and I believe that mob ties have something to do with it. I believe Jay Prince and Jazz has something to do with it.
Man, listen, it wasn't no. Listen, first of all, y'all gotta understand the J. Prince family. They don't give a fuck about nobody, and I know this personally. They don't give a fuck. They handle business. It's just that night, shit went left. You feel me? It is what it is, bro. You know, it is what it is. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. You feel me? All this social media, these bloggers, these people thinking this, thinking that. Feel me? Like I tell everybody, nigga. If you want that, and you don't know shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck. If you're not tied in and plugged in with the city in the world, nigga, you ain't got nothing to say. You feel me? It's people on here. You feel me? I've been noticing. You know, I've been seeing real people. It's been people in the last couple of days in your chat. You know, I really can't say, but everybody know what's up, man. Everybody know who I am and what I stand on. Like everybody knows. You feel me? If I speak something, nigga, that shit is fact, nigga. All this fucking
Right.
Illuminati shit.
So listen, for the people that are coming in tonight, because we have new guests in the house tonight, go ahead and let them know the relationship so that they could know between you and Takeoff.
Man, listen, me, take off offset, Quavo, man, listen, we all grew up together, you feel me? His auntie, she's not my real auntie, but his auntie used to watch it when we were kids. You feel me? His auntie is the plug. I can really can't say that, but she the plug in the city light. She got everything what you need, even Kool-Aid, if you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean? I ain't finna tell you. But you know, she you know what I'm saying, she plug, you feel me? She owned the daycare. I don't know if she still own it, but back then she owned the daycare and we used to beat her all the time. And my mom was a nurse, so you know, my mom my mom was a nurse and my daddy shit he did what he did, whatever. Look then, but
Mhm.
we was always with her half of the time. If you went with her, I was with my mama. If I went with mama, I was with her. So, you know,
So
we
y'all
all
were like
grew up together.
a family.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah.
like, well, when you say that, okay, so how old are you? Well, just
34.
okay, so your age range. So okay, so you're 80s baby. So I mean, growing up in that era, it was very popular for a neighbor, to raise you or something like that. So yeah, it wasn't in these times in these days, because I don't
Right.
think that it would be the same. I don't know. You just
You
can't.
feel me? It's like everything living, you feel me? Like I tell you about, listen, now I'm saying with all these new niggas be trying to come in the drug game, listen, the drug game will never be the same. If it ain't the 80s and 90s, that shit is gone. That was when
Mhm.
the drug game was sweet. You feel me? Everybody eating money, nigga. 2004 and 6 and 17, man. Ain't no money in this shit, man. For real. Ain't no money in the drug game, bro. I've been doing shit all my life. Ain't no money in the drug game, man. That shit is gas money. Shit. Niggas out here be talking about Illuminati and shit, but that shit be pissing me off. At the end of the day, man, then this man won't even own that.
Okay. So listen, let me ask you this. So I knew you guys grew up, as young kids. What was life like growing up with him? I mean, of course you didn't know that he was a superstar, but what was life like growing up with him?
He was the type of person, like I said, he was quiet. He was just full of excitement. You know, he always liked to make jokes and do pranks coming up with kids. You feel me? He always flowed. Like, for example, he used to be in the backyard with a fucking with a toothbrush, rapping to himself. in the backyard, just rapping. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get his skills up. He just say, bro, one day, bro, I'm gonna make it, bro. We gonna make it. As long as I keep my head in, I'm gonna make it. And shit, that's what he did. Really tell you the truth, a lot of people think it was Quavo, but really tell you the truth, them boys were even, you know what I'm saying, before they even started rapping, they went on that shit. You feel me? Were trying to sign and come up and shit like that. But other than that, man, them boys went. You know what I'm saying? The boys came from a good parent, a grandparent. They mama and
Right.
daddy raised them right.
Exactly, because they were raised in Lawrenceville, and I stayed in Stone Mountain, and that Lawrenceville wasn't far from me. And Lawrenceville is actually a good area. And
Exactly.
yeah, it's
I
like out
think
of
most
the city.
projects did it and shit.
Yeah, it's not like the projects or anything. Like if you want the projects, then you want to go like to the west side, things like that. But in Lawrenceville, yeah, it's an upscale, like middle class area.
Yeah, that shit small as fuck. It ain't that
Uh-huh.
big.
Yeah.
All right,
So
you feel me? All these motherfucking roads and country and woods, man. That shit ain't shit. Shit small as fuck.
absolutely. So listen, let me ask you this. So did you attend the funeral today?
No, I could not make it. And the reason why I couldn't make it because actually also sad. I just lost my great grandmother today. Also sad.
I'm sorry to hear that. And if you're a
I got
veteran, I want to say happy Veterans Day. And if we have any veterans in the audience tonight, happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. Thank you for all that you do for us and taking that risk.
yeah. But my grandma passed away at 3 o'clock this morning.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm talking about no. I pray that my great grandmother passed away this morning. She was 91 years old.
Oh, wow. Bless her heart.
Yes, ma'am. She lived a long life.
Asia said he's saying what? It wasn't, he was murdered. Was he murdered? She's saying he's saying what it wasn't. Was he murdered?
Listen, like I said, like I've been telling about, if everybody go back to the old one, to the first before I came when I came on here, it is not because there ain't no fucking sacrifice. It's all because of this fuck ass deal, bro. This fuck ass deal, Boosie and Jay Priest got going on. You feel me?
So
And
what
they
was he
and
supposed to be signing with one of the with Jay Prince or something?
listen, the same label, Dolph was from the back. That's the same label they was been signed to.
Oh, so they were gonna go under Dolph.
Yes. Listen, like for
Okay.
example, like y'all know this. Like for example, yeah, yeah. Like for example, I'm gonna put y'all on game. Y'all know that when Dolph died, right? That shit was so big, everybody was crying.
Uh-huh.
But y'all seen how Soldier Boy came on was like, oh, Dolph was from the sign by Empire, and 2 days later they killed him. Now y'all remember the nigga with the jacket who came out like I think like 2 days later. The nigga was signed it to Dolph. I don't forgot his name because no, I don't really listen to his music like that, whatever. But the nigga came out was like, that nigga Soldier Boy green as fuck because for one, what nobody supposed to know about that. You feel me? How you think shit like that happens? How you feel me? Like, and then after that, what was it? Before Dolph died, I think before Dolph died, it was like before I think but like 2 months or 3 months before Dolph died. Soldier Boy, I think it was the Breakfast Club or Bad TV. It was fucking one of them. You feel me? It was one. I'm not even like it was one of them. But he was like, man, The Migos is going through it right now, man, and they trying to sign the Dolph. If y'all go back and peep, he you know what I'm saying, like shit was already said.
Okay, so I'm
And
gonna jump in here. Who was jealous of Takeoff?
listen, ain't nobody jealous of nobody. The fuck.
Well, listen, I was listening to his album earlier, and he has a song called Jealousy.
Hmm.
And he was pretty much going into the fact of like dudes wanted to be him. And I could see how that could be possible because when you talk about the rap game is very competitive. And when you talk about a lyricist and a freestyler or a guy that can just come up with songs and hooks and stuff
When
off the top of his head.
listen, when you mean by jealousy, meaning people want to be like him, niggas like his swag. They they want him. You feel me? Can't can't nobody be him. You feel me? In his mind, in his body, he's the GOAT. You feel me? And it is what it is. And really tell you the truth, if you listen to all their lyrics, he's better than all of them. For real, for real. He takes his
Yeah,
time, people.
I kind of feel like, well, listen, let's take it here. Let's take it to us versus them. When I listen to us versus them, well, let me ask you, when you listen to us versus them, what do you get in your head? Like, what is the message that you get?
Rappers rap. Like, really tell you the truth, rappers, stories, and telling shit, explaining shit. That's all it is. Stories, telling, explaining shit, and sometimes snitching if a nigga want to snitch.
Okay, so let's talk about storytelling. Well, Takeoff and Quavo just released that messy video. Was very telling. And so when you say rappers they're about storytelling, okay, well, that was a story about him losing his life and he did. So what do you say about that? What's your
That is true. But like I keep saying, it's over this label. If Boosie was finna get 20 million, Jay Prince was finna get 20 million. The Migos finna sign a $40 million deal. 40 million. 40 million. All three. All three. 40 million. They didn't sign it. For some reason why I don't know. I wasn't there that day. I was in motherfucking Hollywood spending money at the fucking gambling place. So I wasn't there. I don't know why they ain't signed that deal. But I do know if they would have signed that deal, them boys, he would still be alive. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, baby.
Mm. So
I know.
that's what makes me feel like, okay, it was like some type of initiation, it was some type of deal to where somebody had to pick a side. So apparently, in my thoughts, Takeoff didn't pick a side because first of all, when Takeoff went to Houston, Takeoff didn't
Okay,
ride
you
with
number
Jazz.
you
Listen, he didn't ride with Jazz. He got his own
oh
ride to his own place, and he got his own ride to the bowling alley. So he
okay.
didn't check in. So when we say check, so Takeoff didn't check in. What do I mean when I say, "Oh, homie, I didn't check in. Let me check in." What does that mean for the
Check in
people
first
that
of
don't
all.
know?
First of all, and it's a known fact. Me personally, you supposed to check in. Checking in meaning when you in different cities, especially when you're a celebrity. Checking in meaning listen, I need you to check in. I'm in the city. I need protection. I need y'all boys to pull up. I'm checking in. I'm paying my dues. Now, if I don't need security, I'm gonna go drop off 5 in just to make sure y'all boys know I'm in the city. Just make sure your people know and eyes open. I
Okay,
appreciate it.
and I 100% get that. So when you talk about protection, let's talk about Takeoff being there. Quavo checked in, Takeoff didn't. So did that mean that Quavo was safe and off? I mean, did that mean that Quavo was safe and Takeoff wasn't? Hello? Caller.
Hold on.
Okay. All right, guys. That actually, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back, guys. Please hit the like. All right, we've come to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So, however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time. So, go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. Absolutely, guys. So we are definitely here. We have a lot to get into. Okay, I got you. And we are black.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. So I had a call coming through. But
Yeah, okay.
you know, it is what it is, man. But in the day, man, in the
No, so
day,
the
man.
question was, listen. So the question was, do you think that okay? So by Quavo checking in, he was safe.
You
Takeoff.
ain't gotta check in, man. Listen, long as listen, people understand. Long as one nigga check in, that's your click, nigga. You good, nigga. Ain't no motherfucker 5, 6 checking in, bitch. What I look like?
Well, it
Me,
he
me
wasn't.
personally, Merk. I ain't checking in with no motherfucking bad. I don't give a fuck who you is, what clique, what city, what area. Give a fuck who you is. I ain't checking in with nobody. I don't give a fuck how big. And listen, and niggas know when I pull up, they already know what's up. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm in the club with my shit, bitch. I don't give a fuck who you is, bitch. I ain't. It ain't none of that.
Oh. So pretty much, like you said, I mean, you can handle your own, but I guess I'm just lost and stuck on the fact of he was supposed to have been cool and got taken out of here while being around people that he was cool with.
I feel.
I mean, it's given me that this was a money grab and this was a shakedown.
And they talking about the nigga and the purple. I've been looking at social media for that couple days. They talk about, oh, they can't find the nigga with the purple jacket, baby. And that nigga gone. That nigga out of here. Like I find out where that boy be at. You feel me? And I killed him myself off real. So that boy gone. I don't give a fuck who in it. That boy gone.
Wow. So let me ask you this. Going forward, do you think that things are going to get a little rough? Because
Listen,
I'm
shit
tired of
finna get
living in
real.
Atlanta.
Shit finna get real, bro. Shit finna get real. It's one more person. I just got word was like yesterday before that you got word from okay, y'all, okay. I know you seen the video with Chucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you see the dude next to him,
Mm-hmm.
exactly next to him with the black hoodie.
Yeah.
I just got word on.
Who he?
I really don't know, but I really don't know, but I just got word today. Um, one of my people was around somebody and he had a conversation with somebody. You know,
Good. They're starting to talk.
the conversation was real deep. You know, I'm gonna say this. I don't really know who I know how he looks, but I don't really know who he is. But I do know, and this is fact. When they was arguing, One of my niggas told me the nigga he got um how can I say this? He is a person of interest because he okay, what's been told to me, the nigga in the perpetrator, the nigga who I killed, he didn't have a gun.
You can't say that on here. You gotta say
The
just say
person with
just
the
say take
person with the person with the jacket, he had
that.
the gun, and he gave him the gun.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason I know is because one of my people was in that in that room when he was speaking on something with somebody else. So he gave him that gun. So I'm so like I said, I just got word like a couple of days ago.
But this
So
is the thing. People are saying that. Listen, the girl that came out, she said that.
listen, that girl ain't shit. The girl came out to my J Prince, man. Listen, that bitch ain't shit. She just trying to get clout. That hoe ain't shit, man. That hoe ain't shit, man. That whole name's Sabrina, man. That hoe ain't shit. That hoe trying to get clout, man. Listen, first of all, I had a fight on. The Migos had a fight on. Migos then had a fight on, and plus J Prince Kid had fight on. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Nobody say fuck, nigga. This is a private. I'm a celebrity, nigga. Fuck what you saying? The only person who didn't have motherfucking arms was motherfucking Migos. The fuck? Everybody.
Yeah, well, we know that they couldn't because I mean they had just flew in. You know what I'm saying?
Well, but I know this for a fact, man. I don't give a fuck nobody say. But the nigga with the jacket, man, he the one who gave him the gun. And this is a source from a person I trust. This ain't no person I just be camping. No, like they was in the room with the person. Like they were next to the person, but you know, it is what you know what I'm saying. But I'm finding out who he is though. I'm finding out who he is. Because like I said, I was there, but you know, I went and close to the boys, you feel me? So I don't know. But somebody called me a couple of days ago and told me that. So I was like, what the fuck? They was like, bro, it's fact. I was like, I bet. But it ain't what it is. But you know, but like I said on my last one, I'm going by my people. You feel me? I got over 10,000 murders on my bill. And I'm proud of it, and I'm going. So whoever need to get murdered, go get murdered.
Oh no! Listen, you can't say that on here.
I know. But
Why? Why? No.
I,
Well, look,
I,
if you
I'm
know
letting the world know I am very serious. I am not a joke.
well, look, you can't say that on here. You'll knock me off.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, but I want you to speak your truth, but just that word right there, let's just try to find a replacement for it. Listen, I want to ask you this. As far as relationship goes, is Quavo, does he have like money problems?
No, no. The fuck? Don't none of them boys got money problems. Nigga. Shit. Uh, Offset just partner up with an oil company and, and just drop $10 million. And none of them boys hurting for no money.
Right.
It's,
We have a
it's,
comment. Asia said, "Well, who's going to want to check in when it's a possibility they'll get checked out by the goons in the hood? Who's going to fall for this setup again now that individuals' hands have been shown?"
man, listen, ain't no motherfucking checking in, man. What the fuck you saying? Sound crazy saying it.
Well, no, because listen, Quavo checked in with Jazz, right? Quavo checked in with Jazz.
First of
They
all, they was
they
at
all
an event.
listened.
They was at an event. Why the fuck you gotta check in? and you come to an event, like listen how you sound, man. You sound dumb. Like it's a party, it's an event. People are coming. Who the fuck gonna check in? Like I just said, the only time a nigga gotta check in is when you doing a concert or know what I'm saying, or some shit you just need fucking protection for. Other than that, you going to an event, what the fuck you need to check in for? What the fuck? What the fuck is this mermaid night or some shit?
Okay, so let me say this. Have you ever heard of like the traveling expenses? Like there's a travel tax. Like there's a fee that they have to give the gang members.
Who?
Are you familiar with that?
What what'd you say?
Travel tax?
Okay, and
Are you familiar with travel tax?
yes,
The what is travel tax for the people in the audience?
y'all don't know what travel tax is.
Just let them know, honey.
Y'all don't know what travel tax is. Shit is explain it to me. Travel tax, and you can
Break
find anything in
it, break it down.
anything you do. I don't give a fuck if it's gas, McDonald's, you paying a light bill, you traveling a plane, you putting gas in your car, and that is called traveling tax. They file everything on their tax. That's a traveling tax. Wow.
So in the hood, checking in, there is money exchange. There's money exchange. Um, I don't know the ins and outs, but that's what an insider told me that there's a money exchange when the person
It
gets
is.
check in and
It
then
is.
they
It
give
is.
them money.
It is. But no, I'm saying, but like I keep saying, the only time you got to check in, bro, is when you in the city and you real big and you really need protection, like you doing a concert or some shit. You feel me? Like that's the only time checking in. Like for example, now I would say this. Now you remember a long time ago when Lil Baby was in the hood and the boys came up, he had to check in because for one, you know what I'm saying, knowing for a fact you got money, but bitch, you know what I'm saying, you chilling outside, you feel me? You ain't checked in, you ain't holler at no people, you ain't do a motherfucker thing. First of all, now he had to check in because for one, he's in the city in somebody else hood outside chilling like he just sweet, like nigga, like he tripping. No, that's checking in.
Okay. But
You
there,
come
I wanted
in,
the audience
you,
to know that there is like a travel tax where, rappers go into another city, then they have to do a money exchange, like they have to pay them or whatever. So that does exist, guys.
yes, that is exist. You feel me? Anywhere, like for example, if you go into a life example, you 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 book me for $40,000. Now I tell you, I ain't paying for no ride. I need everything.
Hmm.
You got to pay for that. That's nigga. That's called a travel fee, nigga. You paying for what the fuck I need.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you to and from the venue, your hotel, and all that, right?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay.
Food, travel
Food.
expenses, whatever the fuck I need in that contract. Whatever the fuck you gotta give me. Now,
Uh,
if you don't give me half of the shit in that contract, we got problems. Now,
yeah,
you
because
don't
I didn't go through with the contract, right? So that contract is void on my end. I didn't come through.
like like for example, we had booked gu- gunplay for a show in Cali.
Oh, listen, hold on 1 second. I'm sorry for cutting you off. E Black says whoever that checked in is in along with their guests. These are not people they met overnight kicking it with. And they also said, will Quavo stay with QC?
Definitely.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, P. How is P's vibe? Have you been around P?
Yeah, I fuck with P.
I
You
heard he was
know,
big and scary.
listen, I'm gonna put it like this. He laid back and cool, but he is one of them people you can't make your life example. Or let's say we in a conversation, you just made a comment like you you's a funny looking nigga. By you saying that, you just gave him the gave him the lead. Like, okay, since you said that, bitch, I'm gonna murder you. Like, he's one of them niggas. Like, he's one of them niggas you can't play with. You
Oh
feel me? He's
my
a real serious man.
word. You know, when I get a like when I upgrade my studio, I'm gonna have a little buzzer. When I think you're gonna see it, I'm gonna hit that buzzer. So let
Hmm.
me ask you this. So is how would you is okay. Um let's just say this. Okay, so E Black says the label execs are not dying, but their artists are. What are your thoughts on
Listen,
that?
first of all, ain't no regular label is going to die. I'm gonna tell you why. And this is true. Pimp C said it. If you go back and hear the interview, the label is made to be a label. A label is like this is fact. Somebody put it to me and this is fact. The label, they running shit. They running artists, they running music, they running the world, they running everything. You feel me? It when you sign that contract, they automatically own you. You feel me? Just like the government. When you file taxes and you got a birth certificate and a social security nigga, he own you, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you say. They own you. That's what the label is. You feel me? A label is something that's going to help you.
Let me just say this. That is true because your life is a file. Spell life backwards. Okay? Your life is a file. It follows you wherever you go. Like you said with that social
Exactly.
security number.
That's it. Go ahead, where you go.
So let me
Just
ask
like
you
for example, you know what a VPN number is?
a VPN number
Yes.
that comes on a car, right?
Okay, you got an iPhone or Android?
Oh, I got an iPhone.
Okay, go on your iPhone and, and type in VPN.
Okay, doing what am I doing? You were breaking up.
Okay, go in your iPhone and go to
Uh-huh.
settings and go to search and type in VPN number. VPN.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna tell you what a VPN number. A VPN number it hides shit. You feel me? It hides your IG address. It hides what you're doing. If you're on the black web and you purchasing shit, it hides a lot of shit. You feel me? It hides it. The only way a person can find you if they send you an email, like a random spam email, and you know this shit look funny. That's the only time a person can track you. If you click, if a person sends you something and they send you an email. When you have a VPN number, it it protects your life. It protects your identity. You can be somebody else. Actually, you can buy them. But recently, Social Security of the Social Station just made a law. They are illegal now because VPNs is like you can hide your identity legally in the state of the U.S. And you can Google this. You do not have to give anybody your social. And the reason why, because your social is your life, that is your key, that is your personal business. Legally, you do not have to put your social. That's why they made VPN number. Now it's a law. Social Security or the registration says you cannot have a VPN number. When you attach your name to somebody's social, they can't verify of what you're doing in your life, as far as tax wise and everything else. So they just made that a law. You cannot do it no more. You feel me? So what a VPN number, if you put in your phone, it costs like $100. I paid like $200. You hook it up and it hides everything. Like for example, you go to the ATM and somebody doing fraud and you don't know they're doing fraud, it protects everything.
Mm, okay. So E Black says, not saying peace set him up. I don't believe in theories like that. Um, he says Offset and Quavo should go to Cash Money because I don't see Offset going back to QC. What are your thoughts on that?
First of all, like I just said, them boys ain't going nowhere. Them boys for life. They gonna be with QC and they gonna die with QC.
Mm,
Why in the fuck? I just like Wayne. On Wayne's situation, that was his daddy, that was his mentor. You feel me? I don't really know the situation between Wayne and Birdman, but on that situation right there, that shouldn't have happened. For simple fact, this is your son. You raised this man, and y'all going through over some money. Nigga, y'all boys got money. What the fuck is $14 million to you, nigga? You buying Jacob the jeweler jewelry watches for like $10 million, nigga. Give that man that money, nigga. Give a fuck, nigga. You raised that man. That man deserves it. So by that being said, all, all that fuck shit is irrelevant for real.
So, what do you think about Jazz Prince and his relationship? Because he sued Drake. I believe what in 2014, 2015. Well, he actually sued Cash Money because I guess because of Drake royalties. Do you know anything about that?
His, his what?
For his royalties, Drake's royalties.
No, I don't really know nothing about that.
Mm-hmm.
I do far as people in social media, but other than that, listen, I don't. You feel me? I don't be in that field. You feel me? I do and I don't. You feel me? I'm more of a soul. You call me. You need 200 pounds of weed or 200 pounds of keys or or you need help with something, or you need me to go figure out some shit and I call you. That's what I do. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't really be in that field. You feel me? I'm not that type of person. I'm not that nigga, so I'm not gonna set myself up for that. I don't know what's going on with you. But I do know Drake and 21, them boys wildin'. That shit
You know
here.
what? I thought that it was like, what was up with Drake? Like he posted a picture with him in a blue bonnet, showing only one eye.
Man, Drake is a funny nigga, man. Drake just being Drake, man. That nigga rich, man. You mean that nigga just doing him, bro? Shit. I
So is he
mean, yeah.
trolling?
Huh?
Would you say it's trolling?
Huh?
I said, would you say that he's trolling the internet?
Me, everybody trolls the internet. Shit. That's how people get rich.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like for example, everybody, know what I'm saying,
Do you think that Offset and Quavo is going to make an album?
um, actually, while he was alive, that was in the work. But I know they got like 10 songs now, but I don't know if they're gonna drop it or not. But that was
Yeah,
in the work.
I was thinking like, is there like a Amigos albums that was probably in the works that they had made before they broke up? And
Actually, I I do not have my phone, but I have like 5 songs. Uh, Takeoff had sent me a long time ago, like a couple months back. They in my other phone. I'm not around that phone. Matter of fact, that phone is in Miami. I'm somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no, so the mother was working on actually tell you the truth,
Well,
that
let me
boy.
just ask you this, and this is going to be way off topic, but how are you feeling right now? I know that you lost your grandmother, and I know, how much you adored her. Well, how are you feeling right now? Like, what's your mental?
Man, ain't no mental mean. It is what it is. She gone. You feel me? I'm the type of person. I don't really get sad. You feel me? I
Yeah.
believe in God. You feel me? And she going home with God. You
Right.
feel me? Now she did what she did back in her day, which I don't know what the fuck she did, but everybody, we are made to sin on this world. You feel me? Like for example, my dog tried to tell me some shit. I said, "Bitch, you a motherfucker." That nigga said, "Yeah." He told me he ain't never paid for pussy. I said, "My boy, you don't pay for pussy." I said, "How?" I said, "For one, if you take a girl out, she need a light bill, whatever. She call you, you know what I'm saying? You go whatever y'all doing things, whatever, nigga, whatever, and you spend the money and whatever, bitch, you paying for that pussy. Give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say, nigga. You pay for
Groceries,
it, nigga.
please.
Uh,
Can you go over here and fix this fan?
I'm sorry. You feel me? You are paying for it now. You take a girl to McDonald's and all she want is a two meat chickens and a fry
Oh, you
and,
good.
and, and, and a drink, and she let you smash, nigga. You pay for it, nigga. The fuck? Just like this. Just
Listen.
like for example, marriage people, and this is fact.
Hmm.
Half the niggas out here who married, right?
Hmm.
They 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 love their wife. They love what she do. They love the person she is. You feel me? They like her pussy. They paying for it.
Hmm.
You feel me? They paying for it.
Amen.
I'm gonna give it down if your wife calls you and said, "Babe, I need $5. Send me $5 cash," and she came on and she let you fuck,
And you
knowing
did.
for a fact you can fuck at any
So look,
time,
let me
nigga, you
ask you
paid
this.
for it.
Let me ask you this. So Asia says senior being the godfather, that would make Takeoff and Junior pretty much god brothers. The respect was and still is so far removed. Where are my brother's keepers? And then E Black says she's asking some great questions, Miss Follow. All right, appreciate that. But so listen, so with the senior being the godfather, that would make Takeoff and Junior pretty much god brothers.
To
Um,
me, God, bro, nigga, they blood. What you saying? You tripping? To
Junior,
my
is that
God, brother. Nigga, they all blood. Family, nigga, like they real cousins, like they uncle and cousin, like you tripping.
so? Hold on, Jay Prince is related to Quavo then?
Hold on. What did you say? You just called me out, bro. I'm trying to listen to you and roll up this J.
Oh, well, here, roll up your J, and then we'll go on a
No,
commercial
no, no,
break.
no, no, no.
Okay.
What did you say?
Oh, I said so. Asia said senior being the godfather, that would make Takeoff and Junior pretty much god brothers. The respect was still the respect was and still is far removed. Where are my brother's keepers?
I'm not getting her about what she said, brother. Keepers, like, what you mean?
So I guess she said since senior, so Prince, Jay Prince Senior, with him being the godfather, that would make Takeoff and Prince Jr. pretty much god brothers. And
How?
I keep saying like, where's the respect? You're supposed to be your brother keeper. Why would why would you participate in unaliving him when that was supposed to be your brother keeper? Hopefully I explained that correctly. That's how I
I
received
mean,
it.
I feel you, but in the day, man, nigga chilling, nigga shooting dice, bro. Like, what are you saying? Shit happens, bro. Everybody
But
trying to
is
make
that
this.
really normal though? Is that really normal to be out at a public high stakes gambling game, shooting dice. I mean, late hours of the morning. And then,
Hell yeah.
huh?
Listen, okay, you know who PZ is?
PG,
No, PZ.
PD, PD Pablo?
No, PZ.
Uh-uh.
He's from Detroit. He's a rapper. And he's very known. That nigga be outside shooting things all fucking day. Listen, I don't been with this nigga, and this nigga had about $200,000 outside shooting dice with it, it in the hood. Nigga, that shit is normal, nigga. The fuck is you saying? She sounds dumb like a dumb bitch for saying that. For real. Like,
Oh, don't say that. I think
no,
this shit
no, no, no,
wrong.
for real, no, for real. Like niggas chilling. Like that's some crazy shit, bro. Yeah.
Well, listen, you have some people out here that really have no clue about the street life because some people wasn't exposed to that. I feel like living in the hood can be a pro and a con because, you know, I mean, you know the lifestyle, you know what to look for, you know how to be safe as much as you can, but then there's still crime going on that you still have to see. So I think that like some people are just curious, like, oh my God, like these people, how do you survive through all the violence? Because really, when you look at television, what do? They paint the black people as these animals. I mean, look at Zeus. You have these black girls and these black guys going on these shows to tear each other up just for what? $2,000 and 5 minutes of fame?
Listen, Trippy Red be shooting dice. You feel me? Like I was just with this nigga what 4 days ago shooting dice. I ain't gonna say well, but I'm gonna say in Vegas, and it was a whole lot of rappers in that. Even me, yeah. You feel me? 50 Cent was in there. Bootsy was in there. What Lil Sky was in there. Um, um, what nigga from Atlanta? Um, yeah, it gonna come to me. Lil T was in there. Lil Baby was in there.
How do you feel about
Um,
how do you feel about T.I. snitching?
huh?
How do you feel like how do you feel about Ti being a police informant?
Man, listen, like I said, y'all got to look at it as like Charleston White said, and this is fact. Y'all, when is people gonna look at the fact? When people gonna look at it, it's a difference between snitching and come back. It's
You're
a
breaking
difference.
up. Break it to us one more time.
I said, like Charleston White said, people got to learn what's the difference between snitching and telling. It's a big difference.
Well,
Listen, what I'm
you know,
saying.
this is
Telling.
the thing, and this is where I have a problem. When you have a history of like doing drugs, doing this, doing that in the streets, and then there were allegations of him, allegedly doing a situation and had all those women up there. I mean, and then his son King is not only running the house, but now he's out in the Atlanta streets and trying to run the Atlanta streets. He carries
First
around.
of all, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say first of all, Ti is not a street nigga. You feel me?
Oh, we do that.
you feel me? He's from the street, but his mom
We
and
do,
daddy,
yeah.
you feel me, they was well taken care of. Listen,
Well, listen here.
like
Listen here. I learned that Ti was a police from this website called All About the Tea. How you doing? But go ahead.
man, listen. Keem, his son, like I tell a lot of people, Boosie, Keem, all these young niggas who in the game, P. Diddy's son, Jay Prince and them, y'all niggas ain't never been through the struggle. Y'all ain't never had Kool-Aid. without no sugar, bread with no hot dog. Mama going through it, lights is off, food is not in the fucking refrigerator, shit going on, hot, trying to find out when the next meal or when the next light. Them niggas ain't never been through that shit. They rich. Bootsy's son, he doing all this flexing, talking about, yeah, I'ma kill a bitch. You is not a gangster, nigga. Your daddy is a gangster, nigga. Your daddy always had money, nigga. King, he's not a gangster. His daddy always had money. That shit kills me. All, all, all these young niggas coming here talking about, yeah, I'm a street nigga and I'm a killer. No, you're not, nigga. You ain't never seen Poe. Like Project Pack said, you ain't never seen Poe, nigga. The fuck is you saying? Now, me growing up, I don't seen Poe. For real. My mama was a nurse. She worked 2 jobs.
Mm.
You feel me? And this is fact. My mama had 18 boys and 16 girls. I am the last one out of all of them. I am a twin. You feel me? Me and my twin is two different niggas. You feel me? I'm about that life. He's not. He's in the.
Oh, he's in the
He's
poetry and
in,
stuff, huh?
hell no, hell no, shit. That that nigga make $1 million a year. He worked for Apple. All
Mm,
jokes aside, he all these programs be coming out to 16 and whatever site they be doing, nigga, he got something to do with it.
right.
And
Listen,
for real,
Asia said we all have a story to tell. Just be the one who tells your story. Don't wait for someone else to tell it. Cause don't no one know your story like you know your story.
exactly.
I'm 100% weird on that too. Like I don't need anybody to speak up for me. I'm gonna speak up for myself because I'm gonna tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You know, because I know me. You know, like you know you.
Right.
So let me ask you this: like growing up in the trenches and like seeing life now, do you look back and say, "Damn, you know, I messed up," or "I wish that I could have done things different in my life"?
Now I will say this: the way I was brought up, you feel me? My mama was a nurse, you feel me? But before she really got a job, my mama was the plug. They call her for a hit. If you need somebody going, they call her. My daddy, he was into like selling drugs and crime mob and robbing banks and shit like that. So the way I grew up is the way I grew up. You feel me? I can't live for nobody else. You feel me? Like I don't help my daddy counting $6 million. You feel me? Like he don't have like $1 million, $2 million, $3 million in our house of cocaine with cash, with guns. You feel me? I was around that life. You feel me? So you feel me? Like you got to be around that life and that establishment to know what's going on. Like for example, half of these niggas out here don't even go to school, but they ain't dumb because these streets will teach you a lot, a whole lot. Trust me. Like I left my mama house at 18, and ain't never been back. You feel me? But that's something I wanted to do. Uh, that was me. Now I wish I was never growing up in this lifestyle because I don't did a lot of shit and I don't did a lot of things and I can't say for nobody else, but I don't know how to do a 9 to 5, and that's fact. You feel me? Like I don't foul, I don't do none of that. I don't know how to work. I don't know when my schedule is going to be. You feel me? I don't know how to do because I never had a job in my life. You feel me? I always had shit going on, or somebody called me to help them move, or I have an ice cream business personally. I have a t-shirt business, but my ice cream business make more money than anything. You feel me?
I want some ice cream right now.
You feel me? Like,
Oh, no, I don't.
so I really can't say, but I wish my parents wasn't in the game because I don't did a lot of shit and did a lot of things, but at the same time, I don't know how to work. I don't know how to do
Well,
stuff,
you
shit
do
like
know how
that.
to
And
work.
that's
You
it.
said that you have an ice cream business and you have a shirt business. So, I mean,
Mean as when I say that, you gotta
you
think
don't
of
gotta
this.
work like for the
My
corporate.
ice cream business, and my shirt business, you feel me? That's hustling. You feel me?
Oh,
You feel
okay,
me?
okay.
It's a difference between you getting up every day, clocking in, and being somebody. Me personally, didn't decide to say you being somebody, bitch. Because for once, somebody on you, they tell you what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
You feel me? I don't know how to do that. You feel me? Like my auntie was
You ever
like,
have you ever been in jail?
for me, yeah,
Well, listen, when you go to jail, they tell you what to do. I mean, they tell you when time to eat, when it's meds, come get your snack. I mean, it's pretty much like that. It is a program. I mean, you just get in there, you get in line. I mean,
exactly.
you
You
got
feel
in
me?
line plenty of times at the jail. So, I mean,
Now,
that's just my way of thinking.
you feel me? Now, I ain't gonna lie. I I regret my life the way I'm living because God manifested everything.
Hmm.
And the reason why I say that because like I just said, um, like for example, one of my people has a client. She gets Social Security. She has two girls and one on the way. She was grew up in foster care. She didn't have a mom and dad. You feel me? So by that being said, she has these kids and she has problems, but she don't know how to live life. She don't know how to be a mother. All she know is trying to come up and hustle.
Mm,
That that's all she know.
that's all she know. You know what?
That's it.
I just, and it's sad because like it's like the only thing that's really given or as helpful is like the system, and then you have to worry about are they going to get addicted to the services and not really want to prosper or go forward.
Really tell you the truth, bro. I'm gonna tell you when the world fucked up, and this is fact. Now how you is?
Oh baby, I am fresh.
No, I said how old you is.
Oh, I'm 28.
You 20, you 28. You
Mhm.
fine as hell too. I just want to let you know.
Thank you.
You feel me? I'm single. I would love to eat you out and spend money on you.
Oh.
It is what it is. But you know, shit, it is what it is, man. I mean, sometimes I sometimes I be just sitting back and just be thinking about shit. Like for example, I did something and I'm put like this, I did something I should never did. I don't care if it's money, what's going on, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. One day my mama, I was 17. She came in my room and it was me, like it was me in that room, my cousin, my brother, like that's our room. So she came in one day, it was like, I found you I found the gun. Who you talking about? I lied to my mama. I ain't never lied to my mama since that day. But I regret lying to my mom because for one, I should have told her, Mom, that was mine. It is what it is. But I lied to my mom, and I regret that every single day. Because for one, when you lie to a person and you do shit in your life, you think about that shit. Like for example, all the money you don't spend on bills and clothes and all that shit. Everybody could have been rich,
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
but you feel me? Like no, so like one day, I I I was buying weed left and right. I ain't had no plug at the time. I was just buying ounces, ounces, ounces. I said for 1 year, I'm gonna see how much money I spent just on marijuana. And that 1 year, I spent $22,000. That's a lot of money in 1 year. Do you know a fucking homeless person can use that clothes, shelter, bills, light bills? But no, my dumb ass want to buy weed. That shit add up. That shit adds the fuck up. You
Let me
feel me?
ask you this. Um, just with everything going on, what are some what are some things that you think that hip hop needs to change to keep our brothers alive?
Really, it's nothing because for one, and you said you 28 and I'm 34. Now you've been here for a long time. I've been here a long time. It's one thing this world don't have anymore. No, it's two things. And this actually came to me while I was moving to gym and I had my phone and I was on YouTube and just something told me just go to the radio and just turn it on. So I turned the radio and I was trying to find something and I heard this sermon. Something told me to stop. The man said, people are going to be people. You can't change nobody. But the only thing is missing right now is love. Everybody's so mad at the world, each other like that. They trying to do this and vote for that. Listen, first of all, it ain't no love. Now, back in the day, was running that it, it it was crimes and murders and all that. But back in our day, it was more about arguing and fighting and trying to solve shit. Now, not everybody want to pull guns. I'm gonna tell the world this. Me personally, I live life because I choose to live my life. That's just me. I handle business. But for y'all niggas out here who want to be hard, when you pick up guns and you know what I'm saying, you want to shoot, bitch, use a pussy. You feel me? It's been times
Right.
I don't have. You feel me? It have been times matter of fact, recently I just
You
had a
like
40
first
yard on me. Recently I just had a 40 yard on me, a Glock. It was like seven niggas draw guns on me.
Look,
Can't tell you
E
what.
Black said, listen, E Black said, prayers for you, fam. Asia said, the streets shouldn't be the ones raising your children. Unfortunately, it's doing just that. And it's just damaging to this generation. And unfortunately, it didn't start with this generation. And then she says, okay, TMI, I guess.
First of all, you feel me? When first of all, like I tell everybody, the streets is the streets. The streets gonna raise you regardless. Life gonna raise you regardless. Books, you know what I'm saying? Books is school to school, life, teaching shit, you know how to do things. That
Yeah, but
shit
I
is
think that
regardless.
if you lay
But,
down
but, but
and you
the
throw
only
your
thing,
leg, listen here. No, listen. If you lay down and you throw your legs back and you make a turkey, baby, you gotta when it comes out, honey, you have to hold it, you have to bathe it, you have to feed it, you have to. It does. The world does not revolve around you anymore because now you have another
exactly.
human to take care of. And whether this is my thing, whether if you're in a space, I just feel like when you're an adult, when you become that parent, then all the excuses really stop at that point because now you're not in control of you, you're in control of somebody else. So get some help and get some assistance. Like,
Really tell you true, a person don't need no help, man. Like I tell everybody, man, and this is
hold on
fact.
one second. Incognito, I see you.
If like I tell everybody, if like I tell everybody,
Hold on one second, honey. Incognito, cut your camera on and then cut it right back off so I can see that you're a real person and you're not trolling us. Incognito. Okay, you're a real person.
yeah, but like I said, man, if you don't have love, if you don't. if you don't have love for yourself, if you don't know yourself, you will never know nothing in life, and that's facts. You you gotta love yourself and know what's going on in this world to know about shit. If you don't know what's going on, if you don't love yourself, you're gonna be lost in the sauce every time. It never fails. You feel me? It it took me 31 years to figure out life. And listen, I'm 34 years old. It took me 31. I've been on this earth for 34 years. It took me 31 to figure out life. That's a long time. I had to find myself in me to see what's going on, what I need to do, what what I
Absolutely.
can make better. Because
All
for
right.
one, if I'm just doing fuck shit and not doing nothing, I'm gonna be a bum. Like my mom always say, you gonna get money and try to be something in life, or you gonna be a fuck nigga and gonna be nothing in life.
That's
I
right.
refuse to be a fuck nigga.
That's right.
Fuck
Now,
nigga, fuck nigga don't get you nowhere.
well, listen, we do have company in here. Incognito, go ahead, introduce yourself, where you calling from, and any part of the topics that you want to sound off on. You have the floor. Hello.
Why you not saying that?
I don't know.
Are you gonna speak? Because if you're not, we gonna kick you out. So you got 3 minutes to speak.
Um,
One, two, okay.
oh, you probably got to drop down and then come back up.
For me,
Oh no, he had to go down and come back up because his volume wasn't working. He probably got a call.
right.
He probably got a call and it interfered with his mic.
So you got an old man?
Well, we are
Oh,
here.
Andrew,
We can talk
what?
about no.
I'm at
No, listen,
you.
I'm gonna have to invite you to the After Dark show. I have a channel
So
that's for After Dark only, and so we can talk about all of that over there.
answer this. So every time I call you, I'm on live or not.
It just depends on when you call.
Well, I've been on your page for a few minutes. I think you're cute, and I would love to get to know you in person. I would love to show my face.
Well, here I'm gonna let you. Here, you can help me this way. You can help me with a cash app. Here's a commercial. All
Oh,
right,
baby, I
we've
don't
come
do.
to the point in time. Oh, wow, things are getting a little shaky around here. Well, guess what? It's time for an intermission. And also, it's time for an offering. So, however you can give the offering, we'd appreciate it. Cash App, PayPal, and Zelle. Today, we are having a great time. So, go ahead and hurry up and get back to the show. All donations are appreciated. Thank you in advance to anybody that contributed to the channel tonight. Yeah, I
But
appreciate
yeah,
that.
but baby, I don't do cash app. I don't do no bank whatsoever.
Well, listen, this was a great show. Listen, Merc, I'm gonna let you come up. Let's exit out and conclude the live. This has really been a great live, and I definitely want to thank you for coming by. You're always welcome here.
What is your favorite color?
Pink and purple. I have two. Pink and purple.
And why is it pink and purple?
Pink and purple. Well, pink is because of breast cancer awareness, and purple is because I'm a royal.
My favorite color is yellow.
Oh wow, that is pretty. A
Yeah.
joyful.
So what you do for fun?
I'm working here.
I mean, besides doing social media, what's your real job? What brings in the real money?
Oh, um, well. Do you want to let the people know where they can find you? Or do you have
Mm,
social medias?
huh?
Do you have any social medias that you want to share?
Nah, I don't. Nah, I don't do social media like that. I just be on YouTube, just be listening to people and what they be saying, and just be trying to come on and correct people because people be going so hard and think they shit, they just know shit.
Right. All right, guys. Well, that concludes our show. You definitely know what you can do. Please like, share, and subscribe, and definitely
But hold
set,
on, but
set
be,
your notifications to all. And definitely come back to the show. We have had a wonderful show tonight, and we are going to end on this note. It has been great. It has been fun. I'm your host, Queen Tulsa. This is the Goddess Queen Tulsa Show, and we are taking off. Hello, and thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tulsa Show. It was all a dream. We finally made it. Listen, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. You have come to the place where you can relax, enjoy, and get the hot topics. We can also engage. You can come up or even you can call in. That number is 725 888 1644. Thank you so much for your loyalty. We made it. I'm so excited. You should be too. Don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend. Oh, and make sure you sign up for our perks to get all the exclusives.